Guys, what if I told you that completing a simple routine every day could help you have harder and firmer erections that actually last? And if you're experiencing urine leakage, this routine will help you here as well. And note, this routine doesn't cost any money and it does not involve any pills. This routine is free. It'll take you less than 7 minutes per day to complete, and it will help improve your bedroom performance. And what guy doesn't want that? Now, this routine, it involves 5 stretches, and I'm going to take you through all 5 right now so that you can try them out for yourself and impress your partner the next time you go for a little rumble in the jungle, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about intercourse with your partner or self-pleasure by yourself. Anyway, let's get into the routine. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Eric, doctor of physiotherapy, and if you have a yoga mat, I want you to set it up on the floor so that you can follow along with these exercises. If you don't have one, don't even stress, just do it on the floor. Also, grab a towel as well. So you need a yoga mat and a towel. If you don't have a yoga mat, don't worry. Go get those. Come on back, press pause. I'll meet you here in a sec. All right, exercise number 1 are straight leg slides. Now, this is an exercise that you are gonna feel very deeply in your groin and in your pelvic floor region. Make sure you start off slow before you dive right into these. We're gonna be doing 10 reps on each leg. Copy me. You're gonna grab your towel, fold it up, and you're gonna have it on the floor. Now, if you have hardwood floors, fantastic. If you have carpet, try wearing socks and your leg should slide just fine without the towel. Okay, so you're gonna come on down. Let me make sure I'm in frame here. So you're gonna come down into kneeling, all fours. You're gonna straighten one leg. You're gonna place that foot on the towel. Hands come back down. What I want you to do is you're going to extend that leg out to the side, bring it back in. Slowly feeling that stretch on that inner thigh, working deeper and deeper as you go into each rep. That's 3. We're doing 10 here, guys. Stick with me. Come on in, and then bring it all the way back out, feeling it in the groin of the leg that's straight. That's it. Push out. A few more. It's 8. That's 9. And now this last couple of reps here, you should really feel that stretch in the groin. Good, that's 10. That's my left leg. You're gonna flip around. You're gonna get a nice view of my backside here. So again, on all fours, extend one leg out, put it onto the towel, and you're gonna come on out nice and slow. And again, if you're feeling increased tightness here, take it slow. We're doing 10 reps. You'll be able to go a little bit deeper as we go on. That's 3. Keep that knee nice and straight. Come on down. That's 4. Also, you might be able to see my cat. That's Pino. 6. Pino, are you going to help us stretch our pelvic floor today? 7. Take it a little bit further. Remember, that weight stays all the way over that leg that is bent on the floor. Last 2. Final 1. Big stretch on this last one. Remember, keep that knee straight. Come on up. Well done. Those are straight leg slides. Moving on to exercise number 2. All right, everyone, we've got side to side rocks. We're doing 10 reps on each side. What you want to do is you want to get up on your toes on one leg, okay? Next, you're going to have your other foot completely outstretched in front of you. So again, you're on your toes and you have your legs stretched out like I do here. Now, hands are going to go flat down onto the mat. And what I want you to do, I want you to point your toe. So bring your toes towards you, point the toes away. Bring them towards you, point them away. So again, keeping that leg nice and straight. Make sure I'm in camera frame here. So point the toes, bring them towards you. Point them, bring them towards you. You should feel that stretch all the way in that groin. This is what I call a dynamic groin stretch. So again, we're doing 10, and then we are going to switch sides. So that actually might have been a better instruction. Start in the crouching stance like this. So you're gonna extend one leg out like I am here. One arm on either side, and I want you to point. Point the toes, bring them back towards you. Point, bring them back. There and back is 1, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel that stretch right in here. 8, 9, and 10. Well done. You've just completed 10 side-to-side rocks on each side. Moving on to stretch number 3. But first, a quick intermission. Guys, unlike everything else here on YouTube, my content is not free. I actually work for you. And the way you repay me is by clicking that subscribe button and that like button directly below this video. It's like going to the corner store and putting $1 in to the charity jar at the front counter and getting a candy in return. But instead of $1, all you have to do for me is to click the subscribe button, and just like that, I work for you. So again, my content is not free. You have to subscribe if you have watched more than one video, and I am calling this our gentleman's agreement. It's our handshake. Also, I want you to have your say on what topics you would like to see in future videos, so please make sure you comment down below any suggestions that you have for me. I read every single comment, and as you've probably noticed, I try to reply to every comment as well. And I will work so incredibly hard to make all these videos for you so that you guys can keep learning and we can keep growing this community together. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for agreeing to our gentleman's agreement. Let's get back to the video. All right, stretch number 3, the frog stretch to open up your hips. Okay, so let me just make sure I'm in frame here. What you're gonna do with the frog stretch is, I want you on your hands and knees, okay? So what you're going to do is, as you can see in the frame, I'm gonna be putting my feet out to the side, okay? So my knees are shoulder width and I'm spreading my feet a little bit wider. I'm gonna get my hands in front of me, and now I'm going to slowly sit back on these hips, and then I'm gonna push my hips forward back to the starting position. Sink back, try to sit on those heels, and now push those hips forward. So if I do it side facing for you, again, my knees are shoulder width. I'm gonna put my feet wider, hands out in front of me. I'm gonna sit back, and then I'm gonna push my hips up. Sit back onto my heels, and then push my hips up. So that's 4. Again, sit back nice and deep, feel those hips open up. 5, we're going to 10 reps. Sit back and then push the hips forward. And back and forward. Again, your feet should be wider than your knees here, guys. And up. Look, I've lost count, but we're gonna call that 7. Keep going. 8, you should feel those hips start to loosen up. Last 2. 9, sit back nice and deep. Remember, you push with the hips on the way up. Last 1. All the way back for your final frog stretch, and done. Good work. Moving on to the next one. All right, guys, this is where things start to get serious. We are doing side to side cobras. Now, a normal cobra would be like this, but we're not just doing a normal cobra. I want to do a side to side cobra so you can stretch out both your left abdominals and your right abdominals. Why is that important? Well, your pelvic floor muscles, they share an attachment onto your pubic symphysis, the same attachment as your core. So if you're sitting down all day, you're at your desk and you're hunched over, or you're driving, well, your core muscles, they're gonna be really tight. Not saying you have a strong core, you might, but it's likely you have a tight core. This next stretch is going to target this one beautifully. All right, so come on down onto your mat. Now you're gonna pick one knee. I'm going to bend that knee up to the side like this. Looking dead ahead, I'm going to come up. I'm going to try to straighten those elbows and then come back down. And again, come on up, push up. You should feel that stretched, enhanced on one side and back down. Again, I'm looking straight ahead. I'm not turning my body. Come on up and back down. Now, don't do as I'm doing. Keep breathing normally, but I'm trying to talk in the middle of this. That's 5. We're going to 10. Up. And you'll notice as your abs and your core muscles start to get looser, it's actually a lot easier to get up on those elbows. Good. You want to keep your pelvis on the ground. The last couple. Up. The last one. Beautiful. That's 10. All right. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna switch sides. So I'm gonna come off my mat so I can stay in the camera frame here. So again, get one leg up to the side. The other leg is perfectly flat behind you. Come on up and then down. and up, and down. Remember, the first couple reps, you're just pressing into resistance. 3, good. You don't want to stare at the ceiling. That's going to enhance the stretch too much. 4, hands planted on the ground. 5, good. It's starting to loosen up. Go a little bit higher. 6, and again, you only hold for about half a second at the top. 7. Last 3. 8, pelvis stays in contact with the ground. Final 1. Beautiful. That is 10 side-to-side cobras on each side. Final stretch coming in. All right, our 5th stretch of the day is our dynamic child's pose. So what we're going to be doing is you're going to start off in kneeling. Okay, so kneel on one side. Next, you are going to be placing one leg outstretched perfectly to the side of you, okay? Toes are pointing forward. Next thing, what I want you to do is you're gonna have your hands really far in front of you. Now, you're gonna sit all the way back on that heel, keeping this leg perfectly straight, and then come back up. Again, sitting all the way back, you should feel a deep stretch in that groin, and come on back. Move the hands out in front of you a little bit more. Good, that's 3. So the foot that's stretched out on the ground, that does not move. 4, I'm pushing all my weight back over my bent leg. 5, sit all the way down. Push those hips up on the way up. 6, good. And if I've miscounted, give me a bit of slack. 7, I'm trying to instruct you. I know I probably miscounted. 8, 9, last one. What movie comes to mind is Anchorman when he's doing, I think, the bicep curls. 101, 102. Anyway, that should be 10. Okay, next side, last set of the day. Make sure you can see me here. So again, one leg is bent, toes are flat on the ground, other leg outstretched to the side. Okay, sit, hands in front of you, sit back nice and deep, push the hips up. Remember, hands have to be in front. All that weight goes over that bent leg. This leg stays perfectly straight. You should feel that in the groin. Come on up. Push back. Good, that's 3. Remember, you start with the hips on the way up. Move those glutes forward. 5. That's it. 6, feel that stretch in the groin. Now the toes on the outstretched leg should be pointing in front of you. A few more. 8, good. Sit back nice and deep. 9, final 1, and 10. Great work. Okay guys, if you want the best results in firming up the package downstairs and improving your bedroom performance, you should be doing this pelvic floor stretching routine at least once per day, if not twice per day, for the next 2 weeks. Give it a try and you will see just how stiff and tight you are in your pelvic region. And this stiffness and tightness is 100% affecting your erections and your performance in the bedroom. And no, completing this routine once is not going to get you any results. You need to do it every day for at least 2 weeks to notice a difference. But let me tell you, you will notice a difference and you can thank me later for it. And if you want to check out my one-on-one coaching plan to let me help you overcome your men's health issues quickly, that will be linked in the description as well. And remember, regardless of your situation, keep going and I'll see you in the next video.